Hi everyone, I'm Sam from Electric Bikes Brisbane in Milton, and hot off the production line and a bike that we've been really looking forward to seeing is the brand new Orbea Cayman, and this is the Adventure 10 version. The product name is actually ADV, but it stands for Adventure. It's got some incredible componentry on it, and combine that with Orbea's pedalling platform, which is outstanding. You have a very, very high performing, fast, very, very versatile e-bike, and it's a bike for someone who really knows their bikes and really wants to sort of push a bike to its limits. It's very, very fast to pedal. It's got an incredibly responsive pedalling platform. It makes use of pretty much every watt of power that you put in yourself. In terms of its handling, it can turn back on yourself if you want to without any sort of hesitation. It's an incredible handler. So being the adventure version, it is pretty much exactly as it's described. It's for adventurous riding. And this is different to the Cayman Tour version in a couple of ways, and it's largely to do with the tyres that are put on the bike. So these have got, the Adventure's got the Johnny Watts tyres, quite fat off-road tyres, much wider. And probably the other key difference is that this automatically comes with the heavy-duty rear rack. So this is a 30 kilogram rated rack. It really is for someone who's looking to do long-distance touring, backcountry touring, pretty much anywhere you want to ride. So if you're familiar with the Cayman platform, there are some quite significant differences with the new one. A lot of the componentry is still the same and the purpose is still the same. They've addressed some things which customers were finding a bit niggly. So firstly, one of them is the mudguards. I know I always go on about the mudguards. It's so irritating when the mudguard moves and it rubs against the tyre. There's a different mounting system for this mudguard, and it's a much stiffer mudguard. The other big difference, and it's really, really clever the way Orbea have done this, is this whole mounting system here with the stem and the handlebars. There's actually 4 different positions that you can mount this in now. So a criticism of the previous bike was if you didn't like that ride position that it came in, then there was not really a lot you could do apart from add GP5 grips. This one now you've got the option to change your reach. So you've got, there's 2 stems that are available with this. This one has the short stem on it, but there is also a long stem. Using the parts that you've been given, you can set it up so it's got a negative rise or a positive rise. Positive rise, of course, meaning that the bike is a lot more upright. Even with the negative rise, which is what this one is, because of the choice of handlebars, you've got a riser bar already, so automatically the bike is a little bit more upright than the previous version, but you've now got even more options to make it even more upright. Just a word of caution, one of the beautiful things about this bike is the level of integration. However, it means it's fiddly to work on. So think about what ride position you might want and get it set up at the outset, because it's quite a bit of work to change it around. But the good thing is that you can do it if you want to. So another big difference is the drive system that this is running on. So it's still Shimano and it's still 85 Newton meters. This is the Shimano EP6 motor, and what Orbea have done, and it's really quite incredible how they've done it, because this is a very, very slim frame, is that they've increased the battery size, and this is a 630 watt hour battery which is built into this frame. Previously it was 540. So with the motor you've got a very, very strong climbing motor and you've got a very long range battery. So Orbea have been designing their batteries so they're very, very dense and ultra long range. So you've got hours and hours of riding with this single battery. And like the previous version, you've still got the option to mount a range extender if you want even more. And the last big difference, I suppose, is that this is now a 30 kilo rack versus the 27 kilo rack. So really a bike that can be really loaded up for those long bike packing trips. And so this is a bike which really appeals to a gravel rider, because when you get on ride it, it's quite a hard ride. It's very, very sporty. Of course, you can change that. You can reduce the air in the tyres, make that a little bit more comfortable. It comes with a dropper seat post as well. You could change it out to a suspension dropper if you're finding it a little bit hard. But this is a bike that's meant for really converting every ounce of your own energy into speed. And at the same time being very tough and durable and fun to ride. So this one is the 10, so the Advanced 10. So 10 is the top of the range, equipped with the best parts, and Orbea have not compromised on anything with this. It is meant to be top performance, and you can see that in terms of the componentry that they've put on it. Firstly, it's got so the 10 version has got the Fox 34 fork, and this is an AWL fork, which is especially designed for e-bikes and particularly SUV e-bikes. 100 mil of travel, and it's AWL, which means adventure without limits. So Fox have designed this fork especially for the adventure market and especially for e-bikes. It's very, very durable, a highly reliable fork, but still a fork that's going to perform every time when you need it. It runs on the Johnny Watts tyres. This is a 2.35 inch wide tyre, so a wide tyre. It's going to keep you nice and steady through soft dirt and sand. The Johnny Watts are also a very durable tyre too, so again thinking it's meant to be for that long bike packing style riding. Orbea have stuck with the Magura brakes, the MT5 E-Stop, so another braking system designed specifically for e-bikes. And this is designed to be able to pull you up from high speed and while you're carrying heavy loads. Magura is a top braking system. It takes a little while to bed those pads in because they're very hard and very durable, but once they're bedded in, it's an amazing braking system. Let's move up into the cockpit area. As I mentioned before, this is set up with the short stem and the negative rise, and you can see the rise of the handlebar with the way this is set up here. Your controls are very easy to access with your thumb here. It runs with the Shimano EN600 display, and being a Shimano system, you've got the 3 levels of power. When I ride mine, I tend to stick in the middle level or the lower level and use boost for climbing, and it's a strong, sustained climb too, so it climbs very, very well. Also within this cockpit, you've got your light controls, and when you turn your bike on, your daylight running light can be set to automatically come on. You can turn that off too if you want to. And you've got a button here that you can access your high and low beam for your main light. Also within this cockpit, you've got your dropper seat post control. So your lever is mounted here. It's a Shimano seat post. So being a Shimano system, you can pair this up to the eTube app. It's an app which has got a lot of great features. The one that people find the most useful is the ability to be able to tune those power modes depending on how you like to ride, or even for a particular ride. So if you have a look on the top of this top tube here too, you'll see that there is a QR code. I highly recommend that you scan that. It will take you to the Orbea website, and that is where you can register for your lifetime warranty. Plus there's other benefits that are available to you as well, so don't miss out. So like the previous version of the Cayman Adventure, so the previous version was the SUV, this runs on Shimano Dior XT gears, beautiful crisp shifting gears, high performance, durable, and it's an 11-speed system this time versus a 12-speed system. So again, just thinking about durability and high performance, there is a KMC E-Glide chain on this, built especially for e-bikes, and it's got a special anti-corrosive layer on it as well as reinforced rivets. So what this means, it's highly durable and it's also very, very reliable. So it's another little detail which just adds to the overall performance of the bike. If we move down the frame, so this is the crossbar version. There's also a mid frame where the frame is just a little bit lower on the top tube if you want that little bit of extra space. This bike comes in 3 different colours. This one is the Mars Red Ivory. So ivory is the colour of the writing, and Mars Red is what they call this particular paint colour. And as I mentioned, there's 2 other colours that you can choose from, and there's 4 sizes. So this one is a medium, but you've got a small, medium, large, and an extra large. The frame houses this 630 watt-hour battery. It's not a removable battery, but you can charge it through the charge port here. If we keep working our way down through the bike, it comes with a Cell Royale saddle, and this is a long distance saddle. Quite sporty, reasonably narrow, but it's built with a channel through the saddle too, so should be very, very comfortable for long distance riding and for lots of climbing. And here we have the rear carry rack, and unusually it's a Mic HD, which is rated to 30 kilos. And it's also set up to mount the Ortlieb panniers, and this will be the QL 3.1 system, which you would mount off the sides, and you've still got the option of accessing the rest of the Mick accessory range or your own. Last but not least, you've got a side kickstand, just easy to handle when you're walking the bike around, particularly if you're loaded up. Stable if you are loaded up too when it's stationary, and nice wide platform pedals that come with the bike. So we're very excited to have this bike here. I've been really looking forward to seeing the updates that were coming with the model. Slight change in name, same intent, but really Orbea have sort of, I just say that they've done it again. It's beautifully thought through bike and phenomenal bike to ride. If you're interested in trying one or any more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch. You can book a test ride through our website, or send us a text or give us a call, and we'll be really happy to help you.